You know, everyone, you're all gonna have to get a little smarter, us included. Well, we're already totally smart. Yeah, but y'all gonna have to get smarter. Y'all gonna have to start thinking, taking some of the preconceived notions you had about white Burgundy in the past. Granted, these preconceived notions were generated over a century of success and tradition and appellation contrôleurs and quality and fancy dinners and big names. The landscape is changing. You know, the world's changing. The climate's changing. Winemakers are changing, and what's happening is some of these what we consider to be the benchmarks. Those benchmarks are moving. It's becoming a moving target, and I would say that one of the new benchmarks, although they've been at it for a while doing great stuff and they really haven't changed too much, is the wines from the area of Vire, Clessé. So this is down in the Mâconnais. We are down in the southern part of Burgundy. So we're south of Meursault and we're south of Puligny-Montrachet. We're almost into Beaujolais. Kind of are. They kind of, Beaujolais and the Mâconnais are kind of, and they're kind of smushed together at one point. But this is a very particular area in the Mâconnais that just became an appellation on its own in 1999. Before then, it was just Mâcon Village. It might have, were they allowed to put Mâcon Vire on the label? Or there was Mâcon Clessé, I think. So confusing. So many French Chardonnays, so little time to properly study them and nerd out on it. Regardless, Vire Clessé kicked in as an appellation around 25 years ago. Wow, 25? Wow, it's like an anniversary or something. We'll have to throw a party with this one, which we're gonna have our own little party tonight. Anyway, the thing here with Vire Clessé is the unique, distinctive style of the wines. Clay limestone soils, you've heard this before, clay, limestone, blah, 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 blah. Old vines, 50 plus years old. But here, the Thevenet family and Gauthier Thevenet, they've adopted a particular style of winemaking with this Quintaine style, Quintaine, Quintaine, that is entirely unique in Burgundy, and I think is a fabulous direction for a lot of these properties to go. So what do? They harvest a portion of the crop a little later. So there's more richness. It's a more exotic style of Chardonnay. Almost a honeyed character with this, oh man, let's see if it's here. Lemon drop. Lemon drops, like the candy, like the drink, like this Meyer, this candied Meyer lemon peel character that is inescapable in the wine. And this is done through that late pick, old vines, and then they age the wine just in epoxy-lined tanks, right? So there's no new oak. This isn't a new oak thing. This is organically farmed fruit from super old vines, made the same way. They've been making this wine the same way for decades. And to me, it is just one of the most thoughtful wines. Vire Clessé is the most underrated appellation in Burgundy. On top of that, the Quintaine style produced from Vire Clessé is one of the most underrated, unique, distinctive styles of Chardonnay on the planet. Now, I just never get tired of this. Other things to consider. Once in a while, there's a little touch of botrytis that sneaks in, complexing things further, that little saffron-y character. You get lemon drops, you get saffron, you get all kinds of crap going on. And then also, once in a while, they leave a little touch of residual sugar, about the same that most California Chardonnays have. Mac, 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 mac. Dry, technically yes, but there's a little touch in there. And what that does is it fills out the mid palate, creates all this framing for this limestoney, old viney Chardonnay to work in this wonderful, rich style, but limestone. I mentioned limestone. The limestone provides the structure, provides this naturally lower pH. So even though you have all this kind of like honey and lemon drop and botrytis thing going with all the minerals and rocks, the wine is still focused and precise, because the limestone brings that acidity level up, creates this inherent structure in the wine, which the wine's a complete freak out to drink. And I never, did I tell you I never get tired of this wine? I never get tired of this wine. You know, these guys, you know, the Thevenet started it, but the Guillemot Michel family absolutely kill it with this style of wine. Their Quintaine is one of the greatest, you know, white Burgundies are 40 bucks. These guys are just incredible. So it says Domaine Emilian Gillet on it, but this is a Thevenet wine. The Thevenet families owned the Domaine Emilian Gillet for decades, but the Domaine was named after an ancestor of the family. So the Thevenet family actually has 3 domains. They make the Domaine de la Bonne Grande, which some of you may have heard of, very iconic wine. They make the Domaine Emilian Gillet, which many of you have also heard of and is in front of me right now, will be in your glasses soon, or else you're not. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say it. No. It should be in your glass. Thank you, Patrick. Thanks for reining me in there. And then they also have the Domaine, horrible name, Roally. Roally. My French is not as strong as you're aware. Regardless, what a stunning, beautiful wine. You know, I'm glad some folks, you know, Bob Parker always loved this wine, and I'm glad that Bill Kelly digs it too. You know, these 2 different palettes for Burgundy wines from the Wine Advocate, and it was really beautiful to see, you know, Bill Kelly write some really great words about the property as well, because we've always adored this wine. We sold this wine back in the mid-90s and continue to do so today. Just one of the great iconic, not just Burgundies, but one of the great iconic Chardonnays in the world, especially for the price. This wine's $27. I sold, I think the 1998 vintage or something of this wine. I think it was like $21. So in 25 years, with Burgundy going through the roof, I think these guys are scratching out about an extra $5 a bottle on one of the greatest Chardonnays on the planet. What a wonderful, distinctive wine from the Thevenet family. Please buy this wine. If you love wine, if you love Chardonnay, if you love summer, if you love life, if you love Patrick, buy this wine.